Welcome back, friends. In this video we are going to discuss about reflex action. So what is a reflex action? The thing is that whenever there is an external stimulus, okay, external signals, for example, like someone is pinching you, what you will do? Suppose you and your friend are sitting near to each other. So when your friend is pinching you, suddenly you will react like this. So whenever you are going and keeping your finger over the fire, okay, like candle or like lamp, so fire will be there. When you are keeping your finger over the fire, suddenly you will remove your hand, okay. The sudden action, okay, that action is called as reflex action. So this is involuntary. Actually, this is not voluntary. This is involuntary action. Okay, this involuntary action. So without the involvement of the brain, okay, with the help of the spinal cord only, this action will take place. So this will be taking place with the help of neuron, the nerve cell, right? So in the previous session, I have said you about the structure of the neuron, right? If you have not seen that video, you can go and click that. You can see the description. I have given the link there. Okay. So the structure of the neuron. So based on this neuron only, all this action is taking place. Okay. So let's go into the session here. You can see here. So initially, when you are going and keeping your finger over the fire, okay, here fire is there. So imagine you are keeping your finger like this. So imagine fire is here. So immediately in fraction of seconds, what you will feel? You will be feeling somewhat heat, and suddenly you will remove your hand from there. So initially you are placing like this, and suddenly you are removing like this. So these are the two conditions. You can see this is like normal position, and after that you are like, you can see here it is going like this. So action is like this, and you are going like this. So this action happens with the help of this neurons, nerve cell. The signal passes through the nerve cell. So through that only this action is happening. You can see here initially your finger, your hand is there, right? Your hand is there. You are placing over the fire. So this fire is called as the stimulus. Stimulus means the external stimulus from the outside environment. Some signal is coming. Here it is in the form of heat actually. Here it is a heat signal, okay. So this heat signal is entering inside your finger, right? Here you will have the neuron called as sensory neuron. What is the function of the sensory neuron? This sensory neuron will receive the external stimulus, external signals, is it right? This external stimulus was received by the receptor which is present in the neuron, sensory neuron. So which is the receptor in the neuron? In the previous class I have said you right in the structure. You can see here. These tree-like structures are called as dendrites. These dendrites are called as receptors of the signal. They will receive the heat signal and they will convert into electrical impulses. That electrical impulse will pass on like this. So in case of neuron also, so different types of neurons are there. You can see here. The structure of this neuron is different and structure of this neuron is different. Here the cell body is placed close to the dendrites. So these are dendrites. So close to the dendrites the cell body is there. Whereas here, so this is dendrites. So the dendrites will pass on to some distance. In the middle you will have cell body. Again it will extend the axon and it will be nerve ending. So different kinds of neurons are there. So in case of sensory neurons, the neuron will be in this model. Okay. So you can hear from here to here. So this much length here you will be having thus dendrites. Okay. So dendrites will be from here to here. So receptors will be transported in the form of electrical signal. So this signal will be transported from here. Imagine from here it was going like this, from the finger. That signal will go here and backwards. You can imagine here back. You will be having spinal cord, right? The backbone spinal cord is there. It will reach the spinal cord. You can see here. I have given one curve here. You have observed here, right? There is one curve, one like U-turn I have mentioned, on circle. So this is the cell body. I have mentioned here, right? This one is cell body. So from cell body the axon extends and it reaches here. So the spinal, this is spinal cord structure. So spinal cord. So spinal cord consists of what? The spinal cord has the nerve ending is there. Okay, axon terminal. So from there the electrical impulse will pass on to the next neuron. So here the next neuron which is present in the spinal cord, the small red color I have given here, right? That neuron is called as relay neuron. What is meant by relay actually? So in athletes you can see, right, the 100-meter, 400 meters relay will be there. So what will happen? They will be carrying one stick. So one person will be running for up to 100 meters. So after 100 meters, another person will be there. So he will take the stick and he will run for 100 meters. And another person will be there. He will take the stick and he will pass on to the next person. So this is how the relay running will be happening to the athletes, right? Similar to here, the signal which is carried by this sensory neuron will be transferred to the relay neuron. What is the function of relay neuron? They will receive the signal and they will pass on to the next neuron. That is the function of the relay neuron. This relay neuron is located in the spinal cord. So this is normal neuron like this, you can see here. So what will happen actually? From here to here, it is electrical impulse, electrical signal. This electrical signal will pass on to the next neuron. So the gap is called as synapse. I said in yesterday's class, right? Synapse. So through this synapse only the signal has to pass on to the next neuron. So they will be converted into chemical signals. Okay, here they will be converted into chemical signals. So this nerve ending, here it is there, right? They will release as chemicals. That chemicals will be again received by the dendrites of the relay neuron. So I have put on round like shape, right? So they are dendrites of the relay neuron. So they will receive again, it will be converted into electrical impulse that will be again traveling and reaching the axon terminal. So after axon terminal, again that will be converted into electrical signal to chemical signals. These chemical signals again will enter into another neuron called as motor neuron. You can see the motor neuron. So what is the function of motor neuron actually here? So motor means what? Like motion, motility, okay, movement. So with the help of motor neuron only, your body will move actually, okay, your body can show some activity here. So through this neuron, you can see this is the axon. Through this axon, the electrical impulse will pass and it will reach the muscles. See, this is the initial posture. So when the signal comes to your muscle cells, initially the muscles was in relaxed condition. So relaxed means like this. So when this signal comes, it will contract like this. It is relaxed, it is contract. So when it is like this, it will contract. Muscle is relaxed state here, it is in relaxed state. When it contracts like this, you can imagine, when it contracts, relax and contracts automatically your hand will come up like. So it will be going like this. So that you can see here, this is relaxed state, this is contracted state. It will contract, automatically your hand will come like this. So you will be taking your hand from the fire. So this is how it is working actually. So this will reach these muscles. So muscles here called as effector. Here it is receptor, here it is effector. So the response, as the response you will remove your hand from there. So this is how the overall pathway is taking place. In fraction of seconds all those things will be taking place. Immediately it will be like in fraction of seconds will be taking place. The thing is that here this signal will not pass to the brain actually. The thing is, why means when it goes to the brain, it has to be processed and then it has to reach to the muscles. So it will take some more time. So within that the heat can damage your hand, okay. So that what will happen now, automatically the spinal cord has the mechanism, okay. So whenever the emergency conditions, okay, like shocks, okay, so whenever there is an emergency stimulus, okay, the spinal cord will process the information, immediately they will send the signal to the particular location, so that immediate response you will be getting. That is why here everything will be converted in the spinal cord and they will reach. This signal will not to pass on the brain. So this is called as reflex action actually. Okay, here starting from here to here, there are 3 neurons are involving. Okay, so this entire pathway is called as reflex arc. Okay, reflex arc. Okay, reflex arc. This process is called as reflex action. This pathway is called as reflex arc. Okay, so this is what happening in the case of reflex action. This is how your body will show response to the stimulus, which is very emergency stimulus. Thank you children. Thank you for watching this video. In the upcoming session we will discuss about our brain, the parts of the brain, their functions and all those things. Thank you for watching this video.